Cowboys and the New York Jets. We're through the first quarter of the season. Hard to believe, I know. As we kick off in this Week 5 contest. Brings in the kick at the 9. He's found room past the 50. And they finally bring him down after a huge run back into their territory.
There's one less thing now this offense got to worry about, silencing the home crowd early. That return, well, it already did that. The fever pitch we began with, Kate's quieted to a dull murmur following a tremendous return by the special teams unit.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground with Williams. And they won't be able to get past the line. And very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ballgame.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Jets into the nickel, 3rd down.
Yeah! There we go! Boy,
The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6.
yeah!
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Defense is too much here. The Jets drag him down. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the sack.
Every defense in this league is going to sign up for a 3-and-out to begin a ball game. But to send them off the field, to really add that extra tone setter by backing them up with a sack, well, that's the cherry on top of that 3-and-out.
This will not connect. Not enough leg and too far left as well. And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game.
Hey, listen, I know kickers are arguably better today than they've ever been in the history of football. But anything from 60-plus is still awfully ambitious. And that time, it didn't pan out.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
Big Ace open. 2-2.
Play action now. Murray. Has it downfield working the left. It's a New York touchdown. The Jets get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0.
Those front office personnel people love to pair speedy wide receivers and ask their coaches to do just that. Put some play action in there. Let him go run. Because with his speed, that route is a winner, winner, chicken dinner.
On is Katie York for the PAT. Point after is up and through. And the Jets will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And they'll be looking at some decent field position. He's out of bounds up towards the 35. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. First down, here's Dak. Falcon isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
2nd down and 19 yards to go after that sack. Prescott here from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And he's tackled for a short gain. Offensive line fast. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Dak now from the gun. Makes the connection. This is Jaden Blue. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down.
A gain of 14. And a Cowboy 1st down.
Dak throwing again. And screen here to Blue. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Always a point of emphasis, right? Protecting the quarterbacks, and that play is going to draw the flag every time. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic 1st down. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
Yeah, here we go. 46. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line 26.
From the gun is Prescott. And that's a touchdown catch, at least for the moment. So, Brock, the guys are already walking backwards. You know what that means. I think this one's going to be on the offense. So this is going to be second down and long following the holding flag.
We're going to 53.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. He dives in and he gets his hands underneath for the catch.
It's a gain of 11. Now 3rd and
37.
And time runs out before they get the snap off. That's the end of one. 7-0 is our score. More from MetLife coming right up. Time for our second quarter now. Let's see if the Cowboys can capitalize here in the red zone.
Then we're going to 50. Here we go, 46. Then we're going to 54. Right here. Here we go, 47.
Prescott now on 3rd down. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. This from 28 yards away. Well, Brock, he missed it. An easy kick, but he mishit it left. And the deficit stays at 7.
That just stings. You got to be automatic from that distance. That is going to be a tough one for that sideline to absorb.
The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10.
Coach.
Here's Brees Hall on the ground for the first time. This is ahead for about 5. Rashawn Gary with that tackle.
You know, Katie, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They're going play action. It's Murray. That's caught. It's Brees Hall. And he's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
They've got first down here from the 36.
Hey, 2-2.
Play action now, Murray. That's his man. That's their rookie from Oregon. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick.
First down from the 42.
Buzz.
From the gun, it's Murray. Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes. He did well on that play, but might have had some early help. We've got a flag down. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20.
Omaha. Green. 2-2.
Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted! Into the red zone. And he's going to score. Pick 6 for Dallas. He missed the linebacker lurking, or he thought he could challenge him there and win. A 6-point mistake, Brock, either way.
You know, Kate, that you use that word as a verb. In quarterbacks, when we look at coverages, we use it as a noun. He's a lurker. You said he...
And wow, Brock, this one is no good. He has been automatic so far this season, but for the first time here, he whiffs on that extra point.
And we all like to see Tigo. So bring yourself over here, go. And let me see you get low. If you want this dude, now take it to the floor. If you want to sit for you.
So following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away. It's Deebo Samuel with the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Fresh off the pick, here's Murray. Caught, nice game left side. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Kate, I got to believe he hearkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Omaha. Hey! Shit. 2-2.
Murray finds a seam down the middle. And this is going to get them all the way to the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that's good for a Jets 1st down.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that could stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes. And what a difference it can make for an offense.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Now Murray on the play fake. Vacates quickly left side. Checks it down to Hall. And into the end zone. Touchdown, New York. The Jets grow the lead to 7. Breece Hall with the touchdown. York tacks on that extra point. And the Jets grow their lead to 8.
14, Cowboys 6.
On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And he gets crunched by a big hit. Oh, man. Right at the 25 to end it. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Here's Williams to stop the drive. He's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
They pick the hands off. Now Prescott. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10.
26, 48.
The play clock runs out. This will be a delay. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. So that delay backs him up 5. Now 2nd and 15 to go. Working from the pistol, Prescott. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he's set out. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Cowboys, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
He's got a quick throw, complete. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So it's going to be 2nd down and 10 on the other side, Brock. We've reached our 2-minute warning. Stick around. It's more from MetLife Stadium on the other side. Second and 10. Need something positive here. Dak off the play fake. Broke him out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Off the play fake, hits Prescott. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down. Dallas sends its punting unit onto the field. Brian Anger, the one to send it away. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10.
Swim.
They'll start this one out with Hall. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And it's good for a New York first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Run on first down. Here's Murray. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. Murray to throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Third and long, they're going to throw. He has the first over the middle. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. The Jets take their first time out. We've set it down from 37.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Off the play action, here's Murray. Finds him over the middle. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Timeout taken by New York. That's its 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Good offenses, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Omaha, 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 Omaha. Hey, that's your man, that's your man. 2-2.
Murray here on first down. Same guy, Wilson again. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. Timeout called by the Jets. That's their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Omaha. 2-2.
They'll run here. It's Hall. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Jets will add to their lead at the end of the half. Breece Hall with the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Nineteen seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it. Here's Prescott, first and 10. This one's reeled in downfield by Ferguson. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. They get 22 out of that play. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
A gain of 22 yards.
First down, here's Dak. Lasers this one deep. He's got it at the 30. He is down to the 30-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout ticket. First and 10 now from the 30. Dak now from the gun. And he's going to let this fly towards the end zone. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. But now all eyes going to turn to those officials. We got to see if this flag is going to take it away. Ben Johnson dialing it up. They're going to try for the two-point conversion.
The Cowboys will line up for the two-point conversion.
They give it to the back of the zone read. And they keep him out of the end zone. Can't even get beyond the line. Touchdown denied. We'll see if it's a kick return that ends on half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, because this one goes for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my face compressor. Ground control with a soul like...
One last play before the break. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. They're going to track him down, but a nice effort in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38.
Well, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. They start the half with a gift to Hall. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. It sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Here's Murray, 1st and 10. Has it downfield, working the left. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Murray. Chased out to his right. He takes it himself. And he's forced down bounds after picking up about 7.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
From the gun, it's Murray. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Hey, switch!
On fourth down, here's Murray. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And the power play up the gut only gets him 2 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
47! Hey, kill! Here we go, 47!
From the gun is Prescott. Buys time, rolling right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time in secondary, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Hey, 47!
Running back sent in motion. Prescott now on 3rd down. It's on target to Williams. He gets loose down the right side. There it is. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys start the second half with some needed points. Javonte Williams, the touchdown.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get them on a handoff, pin-off, pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch, and he can do his damage big time.
And the extra point is no good. So potentially a key talent kept off the scoreboard, Brock. To see how and if this comes into play later in the second half. So now after his 2nd missed point after the game, he's hoping to strike this one a little better as he kicks it away. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
New York to the line. 1st and 10. They start the drive with Hall. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. They've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. They're going play action. It's Murray. Complete to Braylon Allen. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Jets 1st down.
Kate, I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers. It's awesome with tight ends. But when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5.
That's one. Hey.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Intended
Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on.
2-2, hot! Omaha. Move. Empty. 2-2.
Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Again, it's Murray to throw. Short pass brought in. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you could find a completion just like that.
Shotgun handoff for Allen. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Wrapped up on that play by big Quinton Williams.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Kyler looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. It's again at 27 yards to move the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
All set now. 1st and 10. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's the Jets who have it with a lead, but this win is not secure just yet. To the line and set. Here we go. 1st down.
That's one.
Blitz coming here, Brock. It's Murray. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets make it a 9-point advantage. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with the touchdown.
Let's take this at the 10. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Williams. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be third down.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
Maybe a little rattled after that near interception. Let's see how he plays this on third and long. Throw here, third down. And they're going to be set up with a first down after a nice gain there as he's down by contact. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
He's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Prescott here from the gun. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle.
That's what I call complementary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Avoided one crisis on a dropped pick. Now they're facing another, third and long. Third and long for him here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Looking for George Pickens that time. And that brings up fourth and long.
Tendencies tend to show themselves, Kate, and really come to life on third downs. Right, they want to go to their best receiver. Defense knows it. They know that tendency. They double it, and they make the play.
Desperation time here. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in four-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
On first down, here comes Hall. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8, second down.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes second and 2. Here's Hall once more. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
At the 36-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up third and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Oh, and they're going to have their fullback try and power for it. And that short gain is enough for a reset it down.
They call these third and 1 hard yards. Why not give it to one of the hardest football players on the team, your fullback, to do the job?
First and 10, Murray. Forced out to his right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
That may not look like much, and on tomorrow's grade sheet, it'll just be an S for satisfactory, but that's a good decision. Nowhere to go with the ball, and don't put it in harm's way.
Second and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. Play action now, Murray. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Omaha. That's one. Omaha.
Murray on third down. And it's almost picked and taken the other way. Took that check down throw for granted, didn't he? Really paid for it. It's 4th down. Katie York now on for the field goal. Ball spotted on the left hash, 49 yards out. That one's a miss. So he hung it out right at that upright. And their lead holds steady at 10.
Really, Kate, that miss doesn't change a whole lot about the game management here. The only thing it does is provide a bit more momentum for the offense, running out in need of 2 quick scores.
Oh, and he can't follow through. He had the deep shot for a moment, Brock, but he bobbled it and drops it.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense. To take those shots away.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line.
Kill! 47!
Man in motion, out of the slot. Back to the air, Prescott. Connects on the crosser. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
First and 10, Prescott. Hits him on the out route. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
46.
Throwing again, Prescott. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Mika Fitzpatrick has got it. And the Jets get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
Fighting this with Hall. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Shit. Come back.
They go right back to Hall. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Rolling out to his left. He's got it deep downfield. They are all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That one naps him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too. So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's 1st down. Hall running between the tackles. And he's going to take it in for the New York touchdown. The Jets can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Breece Hall with the touchdown. York now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jets take a 3-possession lead.
Cowboys 18.
On spot is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Return coming from the 14. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10. They're on the 36-yard line.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. First down, here's Dak. On the move, headed right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down. Throwing again is Dak. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. With 3rd and 10 coming up, they felt comfortable going ahead and declining that penalty. Will this drive continue? Here comes 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Trying to push deep downfield. That's grabbed inside the 30. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys get it back to within 2 possessions.
The kicker on for the
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
And another one is no good. What a disaster this has been, Brock. That is his 3rd missed PAT in this ball game. Time making this all but impossible, but they're going to try for the onside kick here anyway. And the Jets come up with a football that should just about ice this game. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. First and 10 from the 43. Handoff running left. Here's Hall. Cuts back toward the middle, and he's bottled up quickly after just a yard. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, the very minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. So the win goes to the Jets. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happens over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Jets as we say so long from New York.